too cold, I make it turn the fan off. You snaking at your mans like you had this shit planned out.
What's up, y'all? It's KB the Chillest, and today we're gonna do an episode of High Thoughts with KB. Today, whether you have a wood, a paper, joints, whatever you want to call it, honestly, today until later on sometime this week or maybe so, I have both my pens. I don't know if the other one's dying or not, but I grabbed this one just in case this one is dying. But they're both different. One is from a dispensary. Here we go. One is from a dispensary and one is not. Everybody seems to love the one that is not. I love them both equally, so I don't care. Anyway, if y'all want to have any type of topic or conversation, just drop it in the comments because you know I will reply to that. Honestly, we can even get to talking about conspiracies and shit. Honestly, it doesn't matter. But honestly, we're going to get into that, and I do want to say we're going to talk about conspiracy and religion first, so get that shit out the way. And it's not even that I'm giving my own opinion. I want to recite a conversation that I had with my coworkers about this to see how everybody else views this, because I like hearing everybody else's side. Let us see. So they was asking what type of conspiracies we believe in. This is what I said. I believe that they didn't go that deep into the ocean because it's going to turn out to be the universe and vice versa. They haven't went to the moon because if they go past that, they're going to end up in some water. Believe it or not, that's okay. That's fine. My second one is that a hatch is going to open up into the sky, and that if you see it, you're going to disappear. And the people who didn't see it, are going to watch y'all be disappeared. No, I'm missing in a little column. And everything that I can find is just a search from the last place you looked up. And since I know that already, when I hear that clank and I hear it hit the other half, when it being open and swinging open, bing, I know to look at something else. I don't give a fuck if it's the most sun-kissed sky that I've ever seen in my Daisy Duke of life. Bitch, I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking down, I'm counting, I'm closing my eyes, singing happy birthday. All I know is you won't catch me looking up. Okay. And for religion, they was talking about God and whether it was the faith that gets you to heaven or the faith and the work. One said faith and work. One said just the faith. Everybody else was just listening. So they explained why. One said the faith and the work because you have to believe and work on yourself for you to even get there. The other one said faith because he felt like if you just believe in him, you're going to heaven. I said that contradicts everything in the Bible that he said if that's the case, and then also that makes no sense because he said he died next to a prisoner, which was his son. Which if everybody noticed, all the sinner sin, they said that he did all the sins and shit. That was his son. He killed him. They killed Jesus or whatever, and then he died. He paid for his sins, and he turned out to be a good doer and continue doing. That's what he told me, whatever. And I was like, okay. And then I said, that still, makes no sense to me. And he said, why? I said, because you mean to tell me if I get up one day and I go on a murder spree and kill like 10 people, and then all of a sudden I believe in him, I'm going to heaven? Even though I just did a mass murder? That don't make sense. Or I don't believe in him this whole time. Then when he comes down to come get us, all of a sudden I believe in him because I see him and now I'm going with him. That contradicts what he said. We had a conversation about that for a little minute, but honestly, it wasn't like no back and forth thing. It was a genuine conversation. So I don't want it to come off like we was like going back and forth about religions. We was just talking because we was at work and there wasn't no jobs up. So we'd be talking about like real life shit. So that's just, that whatever thought piece y'all have, throw them at me because I like to read them, honestly. But that was high thought number one. I mean, I already previously smoked, so I felt like it was fair. I just already gave y'all a high thought because I was high as fuck. So, anyway. High thought number two. People definitely get too comfortable and don't understand that comfortability is not always safe. You know what I mean? Like, just because you feel like you're comfortable around somebody does not really mean that you can do certain shit or say certain shit. Like, I made a story time on my TikTok explaining the other stuff that I was meaning by that. Like, people get overly comfortable, and I think that that is a problem that needs to be fixed, quite honestly. Hit number 1, y'all. I hope it's not dying on me. Okay. I don't like the glare that my glasses is giving, so we're just gonna take them off. I know you're probably like, oh my god, you just did your lashes. I know, and I took them off because they were really fucking with my eyes for some reason, and I just don't want to deal with that right now. But hot thought number 3 is, even though it's probably easier for me to say because I got my car as fuck, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I seen the car I wanted, I seen it and went and bought that bitch out the next day. So for me, I feel like that's why I feel like I can say that, because I did it kind of easy in a way, but not easy because it was a lot of work to that, you know what I mean? But once you really have your own shit and you can do what you want, like, look at the seatbelt covers, gang. Honestly, my little gear thing, I'll take it off because this one's probably the easiest thing to put on. This is what it is. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And it smells so fucking good in here. Every time somebody gets in this bitch, they say it smells so good. The carpets, bro, I'll just pick one up because I haven't had much passengers. So it's not like it's dirty. Like, I could do what I want. Look at the bottom of my key, gang. I can, like, absolutely do what I want. And that's why I love this shit. Like, me having my own car is what I like. Like, being able to do what I want to do is something that I genuinely like. Because this is like, bro, honestly, I fuck with that shit so hard. And it's like, I can be my own vibe in here. And that's why I always post something that's something related to that I love being by myself, because I can play a song 45 times. I'm going to repeat a song as many times as I fucking want, as high in my bass as I can, because it's my car. Like, I love that. I think everybody's going to experience something like that. And I don't know for what type of reason, because I love yellow, but I haven't had a chance to do anything or make anything yellow. And I hate that, because it's like, I want some yellow somewhere. But I'm going to get something yellow. I don't know. Maybe have to paint my pipes or something. I'm going to do something, y'all. I'm trying to get some LED lights in this bitch, too, because this is the only light that works. And y'all going to see me customize my car so much. I'm telling y'all. Hate thought number 4 would be, I have a medical card, and I'm not gonna lie, people say dispensary weed is not good sometimes. It definitely depends on your dispensary. Like, we was in Houston and we went to that dispensary, that shit was so fucking good. Like, I won't even sit here and lie to you. That shit was so good. Like, I had to bring it home. So good. Like, I bought it and bring it back. So I feel like some dispensaries are mid and some is just all in all bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've had a dispensary that was mid before. It was in Florida though. But yeah, I've had one that was mid. It wasn't nothing crazy. It's just, it kind of sucked. But high thought number 5 is, I had somebody tell me before that silver piercings don't look good on black girls, which is a lie. I told my piercer that when I went to go get my industrial, no, I told her that when I went to go get my septum. I was thinking, somebody told me that once I got these 2 and my industrial. I was like, dang, I just don't like gold though, because I don't feel like gold fits me. Like, I just don't. So I told her that. She said, first of all, I don't know who told you that, but they're a hater. I bust out laughing because instantly a hater is funny. She was like, oh yeah, they're a hater because silver looks good on black women. I was like, period. Because I was getting my septum and it was going to be either a color or some shit or silver. So then I got silver. And after that, I looked at it. And then ever since then, everything else has been silver. But I kind of knew since the earrings and the necklace that everything was going to be silver. I like silver bad. I genuinely love me some silver. Like, I feel like it fits my skin so well. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, I feel like a lot of other black women do need to hear that though. Like, it literally looks good. It looks so good. Like, I'm not even gonna fake with you. Even down to the earrings and shit. Like, you just gotta love it. And high thought number 6. It don't take a lot. It don't take a lot to be mature. You know what I mean? Being childish doesn't get you nowhere. But quite honestly, being childish just makes you look weird. Honestly. Especially if you grown as fuck. It makes no sense. Like, I don't understand what's the point of being so childish. Because especially, like, I had a situation at my job as an example. So, I'm going to call him Jay. Jay said some stupid shit. I, didn't care for real. But, L did care. So, he got a fucking glove, blew up the fingers, and was popping them in his ear. And then Jay got so mad. He was like, oh my God, you're so corny. Oh my gosh, you just keep popping them things in my ear. He said, I'm not popping them in your ear, I'm just popping them. But he did pop like 2 in his ear and then pop the rest out of his ear. And then he was like, dude, aren't you like 20? He was like, ooh, you're 20 popping gloves with air in them. And I thought that was the funniest shit ever. I've never seen him get that. I was so upset. He said, man, I'm going to the ED, man. I don't want to deal with this. And I was dying because I was like, there's no way Mr. So Nonchalant and Mr. Rage Bait just got rage baited so hard he left the room. It was so funny to me. But, yeah. Apparently he sent him an apology text message. I wouldn't have sent him shit. But that's just me. Shit like that. He found him childish in that moment. I thought that was kind of funny because I've never heard him upset. We all had our own reasons to feel how we were feeling, and that's a little circle. But, yeah. It just comes to a point when you got to learn to grow up. It's just certain shit you just don't have to do if you're really grown. So, that's my take on that. I don't even know what number I'm on. But I'm definitely going to have another hit, dude. I'm going to hit the go one, get the go one. Be packing punches. I don't know. I might talk a little slower. Who knows? Whatever number this is, everybody's telling me to watch Love Island. I want to, but I don't know what season to start. And everybody say, oh, well, the first few seasons aren't good, so skip them. But isn't that like to build convo? Or am I tripping? I don't know. There are people out here who just jump to the middle. So, damn, I don't know what number we're on. That's crazy. They have another horror movie coming out. It's about Friday the 13th, you feel me? That Jason shit. It's called Crystal Lake, I believe. It comes out October 15th on Peacock. I hope y'all are going to watch that because I'm going to be zooted and watch that. So, also, y'all, I do have an intro saying, I didn't say it this time because I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to remember that shit right now. So, love y'all, but I'll do another one next time for next week's video. What else? High thought whatever. whoever said dating your exact zodiac sign is your perfect match, you gotta run me a 30. Because no the fuck it was not. I've been dying to talk about no shit like that. I be forgetting though. This astrology shit gets serious. But when they said shit like that, I was young as fuck when I did it too. So I'm like, damn, okay, he might be cool. Shit. That nigga was not cool. That nigga was not in the clique. Fuck that. Hell nah. Honestly, you know what? I have a story time I think would be really, well, not funny, but this is something that I want to bring this conversation up. Have y'all ever, had, a person y'all ever dealt with that lied so fucking much? It never made no motherfucking sense. You lying about shit you ain't even got to lie about. You just lying. And I'm like, what? Oh no, his dogs are jumping the fence again. Chloe, what the fuck? Anyway, no, my neighbor's dog's jumping the fence again. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, I was dealing with a nigga. We gonna call him Miami. I was dealing with a nigga years ago. She was buku long. But I remember the story because my sister used to call him Dorito. I don't know why, but that bitch is slow. She called that man Dorito. So, what had happened was, we was talking or whatever, and it was cool at first. It was a little awkward or whatnot, but it was feasible. You could fix it after a while, But he was really hypocritical because he said, for prime example, this was a real conversation we had. He said his celebrity crush is Ruby Rose. I said, period, she a bad bitch, fat ass, she light bright for me, cool, she fine. He didn't like my answer because I said mine was Jada Breezy. And he felt played about that for some reason. And he was like, nah, you can't have one, especially not that nigga. I said, excuse you? And then he was like, nah, you can't even have one for real. Well, I picked him out of everybody. I said, I'm not telling you that you wrong for saying you like Ruby Rose and you said her ass fat and some more shit. I just said him and we have similar favoritism in guns. How? Come on. See, I didn't sexualize him. You sexualized her. That's just the difference. And his music bomb. Okay. I ain't a part of none of the shit they got going on, but I fuck with him though. And he was like, nah, it's just not fair. Well, I guess he felt insecure about it. I don't know. I guess. But then I had a homegirl at the time. They was going back and forth. They hated each other low key. Then I take a hiatus. I disappear, I get off the phone. I'm living life in real time. I ain't gonna lie. I come back around. They butt buddies. Instantly in my brain, something wrong. So then I think I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. Let it out of line. I'm checking both of them about that. Because I'm like, 1 minute y'all hate each other. Next minute y'all kissed up. What's going on? And I guess word got around that I was really, really looking to asking around and shit. Because they dumbasses was popping out. Apparently when I was going off the earth, they ended up making up, hanging out and some more shit. Kissed and then ended up fucking. More than once, I guess. And I didn't even find out through the group. I found out because she thought he was trying to throw her under the bus because of the shit he was saying, and I was telling her he was saying. And then she said, actually, I got the messages and this and that. And threw his ass under the bus and thought it was gonna save her. I seen the messages, I seen the videos. I'm like, damn, that's fucking crazy. And then I bring it up to him. He was like, I don't know what you talking about. I never did that, yada, yada, yada. I said, do I have to prove to you that you do that shit? Like, do I got to prove to you that you've done the shit that you did? He said, you gonna have to prove it to me. Prove it to me. You got to I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Boom. Screen shared him the shit. I said, what you gonna say now? He playing videos. So what you gonna say now? You ain't did that, that ain't you? That's what we going with? Okay. And then I said, you got 5 minutes to say something, or I'm definitely hanging up and you're never gonna speak to me again. He didn't say anything, I hung up. He never spoke to me again. Then one day I decided to pick up because he called me. And this was he'd call me every month thing to see if I'd answer. And he called me. And every time he called me, he be trying to play. He be trying to make it seem like he calling to check up or calling to do some type of, because he know I love science. So he trying to do some more on some science shit or talking about astrology or some shit because he think I'm a know. She wants to be seen so bad. And that's why the door has been locked the whole time, because I'm doing grown shit. So I told you, I don't be giving a fuck. You be thinking my window not open. I told you my window was open. That's how I know that girl saw me. No.
Can you take me to Skymart in a minute?
For what?
I want some food.
Do you got the money? Because I'm not paying for it. Well, then you get it and then come holler at me. See, I can't do shit. Jesus Christ. And I might cut. You know what? I'm not cutting that shit out. I'm going to show y'all how I can't even get a video out. That's why they take so long and the editing be shit. It's rolled uncut, bitch. Anywho. And then one night he called me about science and it blew me. I said, bro, what you want? Like, what? Could I know that's not what you really called me for. Every time he called me, he be in front of a new set of people telling them the story and facing it as if I just broke up with this nigga for nothing. And then I repeat the shit that they said. Niggas talking about licking foreheads, eating ass and shit. Bitch, come on. Like, bitch, I had to stop fucking with you. That's gonna fuck up my name. So then I put that on the floor. They're like, bro, you ain't even tell us that. And we're gonna call him Or. No, we're gonna call him Miami, like I said. It was like, damn, Miami, you ain't even say all that. I said, I know he didn't, because that nigga think he fucking slick and he's slow. So then it just came to the point where he really had me fucked up when he called me and I answered. And I said, bro, what could it be that you want? Because he still owe me $175. And I hope when I get famous, he see this shit. Bitch, I still need my money while you calling me. Because now that I remember, that's why you're a dumbass now, blocked. Bitch, you still owe me money. That nigga gonna owe me $175 because that bitch betted and told me that he know me better than me. And that if he gets 6 questions right, he will either pay me if they wrong or I got to give him another shot. I said, cool. Mind you, around this time, I was like cutting him off, but not cutting him off. Because I was like, dang, maybe he might change. Bitch, I wish I would have just completed the cutoff. But what happened is, bro, he got every question wrong. He wanted a bonus question, so it was really 7. He got all 7 of them bitches wrong, and I said, that's $175. And then after that, I ain't heard from him in a while. And then he called the last straw for me, which is why I never answered after that again. Even though that po-ass nigga owe me money, I never answered again because he tried it when he was in a room full of bitches and he thought I was supposed to care. And once he did that shit, I was like, you gonna resort to hoes to piss me off? To think it's just gonna make me up about my skin? About your ass? And you fucked me over? Bitch, you're crazy. And he ain't heard from this bitch again. if it's not my money being sent through that Apple Pay, it ain't got shit to do with me. I remind that nigga, hey, give me my money. You feel me? And to the point where I just stopped even that. Like, it was just like, bro, this nigga's never gonna get my money. But I ain't gonna lie. I might call on some reinforcements before I give up. So, and some close reinforcements before I give up. So, beware. You know, there's some real narcissistic men out here, you know. And I was young as fuck, so that means they start young, you know. I had one that's worse than that. But, you know, that's another horror story for another damn day. And I would. Fuck a pant. That's all I know. Y'all, it sucks that I don't know what I thought I want. But I thought whatever. These piercing setups that I want is something so simple. And then I won't get nothing else, but I can't get them to stay. I want to get my industrial back. I want to get my belly pierced again. I want to get my back dermals done. And my Medusa. This and I'm done. I might not even get the Medusa. And then I'm done. And then the first tat I want to get is going to go right here. I'm not going to say nothing until I get it because people are tattoo thieves and I believe in that. And then I'm going to get one on my lower back. Okay. But here's my thing. I could talk about this one because this was really common. I don't know if I want to do 5 or 6 stars on my lower back. But if I do 6... No, I might have to do 5 anyway, because I think it's 5. If I do 5, I'm either going to do 5 regular or like the mega star from Just Dance. If I don't get it how I want it the first time. Honestly. But I think I'll be able to do that, though. I think I'll be able to get it off the first time. So I think I'll just do regular. That's my mindset right now. Doing them stars and then regular stars, but if not, you know. Ooh, or maybe it might hit with regular stars and the back's just... Oh! I just came up with some fat shit. Oh my God. What? Ooh, especially because, y'all, the next hat we're going to be in Gothic. So maybe the regular ones that's kind of looking like army shit, how it be in them little shooting games and shit, like the one with the jetpack shit. And then the lower back be Just Dance because that bitch be dancing. Wait, did I just... Oh, my God. I just changed my fucking mind. And that's why I'm so glad I recorded that and recorded the fucking process of thinking about that. Because I would have forgot after that shit. Oh, my God. Well, at least I know what I'm going to do now. Thank you, guys. Y'all were so much help. That is so crazy. Like, now I have to redo my tattoo thought on that one. But... I appreciate it because it helped me think of something better and maybe and able to put shit where I want it. So, then yeah. And then I want to get a rib tattoo whenever I'm ready for that. And it's going to spell out the word nympho. I feel like it's going to be fire. I don't know what my back tattoo's going to be yet, but it's going to be something. I'm going to figure that out. What else could I talk about for real? Bro, I was playing Fortnite earlier and I was getting attacked by Tung Tung Talor. AI has swept into everything. Like, what the fuck? We ain't gonna have no clear waters and no polar bears by the time we done. All because a motherfucker want to watch Strawberry and Bananarama fucking talking and have him say "cuz" every fucking 5 seconds. It makes no sense, y'all. I don't understand. It's just pointless. So, yeah. I don't get it. you know, I just really don't get it. I just think that the brain rot shit just makes no sense. But also, for the next video that I'm gonna record for next week, there's going to be some hot shit, and we may have some wax to deal with. So y'all stay tuned for that. There may or may not be a feature in that video. It might be. Stay checked up to find out. I'm also doing a series on my TikTok about my journey on birth control, so I guess I can catch y'all up as well. Also, I did a video on my TikTok explaining, you know, why it's also taking so long to do these bitches, other than the example you have clearly seen on my window. But I am on the pill. You hear that? So, I took the first row, you know, no raw sex. And I'm on the second one. I have to emphasize that because she emphasized it to me and I don't want to feel left out. But, honestly, it's really iffy this time. My emotions are jacked. Like, back when I was I was in Florida when I was on my first one. I was so emotional. I was such a crybaby, and it was clashing with my iron medicines. I hate it. I'm on this one. I'm trying to get my iron medicines, but apparently they're never fucking ready. But I don't give a fuck less about anything, and I'm ready to meet your level every time that you're on that. So I don't know if this one's good or not, but I know it's also kicking in because when I have to be emotional, when I was not on birth control and I got emotional, I was not going to cry right then on the spot. Now, I will say, when I first got with my boyfriend, that shit was fucking crazy. I remember this shit so bad because this not funny, but I remember this specific conversation so bad because I cried so hard because I had such a problem with something, and he went to sleep. He was asleep, and I was mad as fuck. So I was still up, and I was laying down, like facing the fucking ceiling with my arms crossed. Y'all a bitch of diva. I can't even lie to y'all. Bro. Until he woke up. Until he woke up. And then he asked me what was wrong. Obviously, you know, I did a ring around the rosy because I was fucking childish. And then we was getting into it about something. I don't remember what it was. But we was getting into it. It wasn't even we was getting into it. I was getting into it with him. He was just talking to me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. And plus, he was fresh off the wake up, so he was not about to sit there and argue with me. Yo, y'all, that's just funny as fuck. That shit killed me. Now, I know this sounds shitty. I know it is. I promise y'all, I apologize after that. But I ain't gonna lie. I think it just took him a little minute to realize I was dead ass serious. Like, I was overly dead ass serious about what I was saying. So I think he was kind of joking at first, thinking I wasn't mad, but I was overly heated. But he was also not about to argue with me until I was like full-fledged getting mad as fuck. He didn't argue with me, but he was just like, bro, what the fuck? And like, what is valid? Because he went to sleep, and I was mad, but I wasn't physically mad. When he went to sleep, I was even madder. So I was just like, you know what? And then I was just like, oh, so mad I couldn't go to sleep. And then I said something. I stopped talking. And I turned away from him. And I laid on my back to like look back at the roof. And y'all, my peripheral is so good. But sometimes it be eating my ass off. Girl, why the fuck was he was just staring at me. It's funny now because that shit been there, done that. But he was just staring at me. Like, and now that I'm replaying it in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he was just staring at me. And then I started boo fucking crying. And then after that, I was, you know what? It's not funny, but it was kind of funny. But I started boo and fucking crying after that. fucking staring at the ceiling. I don't, you know what? Something wrong with me, y'all. I don't know. But he did. He got up. This is where I know he was either tired or he really loved me, y'all. Instead of... I'm sorry, y'all. That shit funny as fuck. Instead of turning me and like telling them have a conversation or some shit. Oh fuck. Instead of turning me and trying to have a conversation or some shit, he get up out of the bed, walk to the other side of the bed where I'm at, and was standing there talking to me. But I realized later it's because we were going to have a conversation. We ended up standing up and having a conversation. We hugged it out and cuddled and went to sleep. But at first, I was just like, what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck? You gonna get up and walk? We laying right next to each other. You gonna get up and walk around me? What the fuck? I thought at first, I'm just like, yeah, something really wrong with this nigga. Like, I don't know. But it made sense after a minute. But I was like, at first, though, I was like, what the fuck, God? Oh, my God, it was so funny. It's only funny now, but it was so not funny then. Because I so meant whatever the fuck was going on. Yeah, that shit killed the fuck out of me. But shit like that, you know, you can work with. You know. It's how life is, bro. And, you know, you gotta grow in life. I've definitely grown from that a little bit. I'm still a crybaby, but, you know, at least it's been more manageable. I don't know. I was, you know, this birth control is kind of getting me. I say emotional one time, I'm crying. So, you guys, I enjoyed this. I actually needed that. This is so cool. I know y'all love the ambiance. But I am gonna do another video next week. This is this week's video of High Thoughts with KB. And to end this off, y'all. Oh my God. It's a fucking mosquito in here, gang. Last time one bit me in my motherfucking face. And I had a big ass bump on my face. And I had to go to work with that. But I love y'all dearly. I'm gonna try to come out with some more videos. This was a cute little video to let y'all know I'm still here. And I'm working on it. I just have to work a lot. I'm trying to get my birthday video out, but I can't. And by the time I get it out, it's gonna be so fucking late, y'all. Because I don't have the thing to take the content off. And I don't know. Maybe that'll just be a personal keepsake till I get to something else. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. But anyway, I love y'all. We're gonna end this video right here. And you know what? Do at least, or say at least one good thing today about yourself. You know? And y'all ride or die for me like I ride it up for y'all. Hit that like button, you know, subscribe, a little piecey piece, you know. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, that's okay also. You know, everybody got their own opinion. But if you do, Bang Out Crew, we gonna see each other in the next day. All right. Love y'all. I really need somebody.